Trader Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. So happy Thursday. Before we get into a recap of the overall markets, I want to welcome you. So if this is your very first time tuning into a ShortMeTina video, I'd like to say welcome. Do us a solid in the comment section. Drop us a comment if you're returning. I'd like to say welcome back. All right, so let's just kick it off with a recap of the overall market. In typical form, we're going to start with the S&P 500, the SPY. So today we had like a huge push, right? The SPY is up about 1.26% on the day, I believe, on news that China and the U.S. will resume trade talks. So I guess investors like that. Buyers stepped in and eventually, finally, drove the price action of the SPY over this range that we've been trading in for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So again, huge push today on above average volume. We closed at 297.75. We went as high as 298.83. So we're within a very few percentage points of all-time high. So that's really good. Again, great push today in the overall market. So and the fact that we actually, not only did we break above this range or this level, but we actually sustained that break, right? So we closed above the upper end of that range, which is 294.24. So heading into tomorrow for the remainder of the month, remainder of the third quarter, if this is a true rally, something new that we're going to see in the markets, I suspect that we should actually hold above 294.24. So heading into tomorrow again for the remainder of September next week, we should not breach, right? We shouldn't go back down. We should not breach that 294 level. In fact, I would suspect for this move to be of any sort of significance for me, we should not fall back within that range. So still paying attention to the SPY, still short, but congrats to the bulls. Huge move on the day to close at 297.75. What else? All right, and then we have the IWM daily chart, also up on the day, up about 1.84%. I see a quote and a close here of $150.56. Unlike the SPY, however, it seems as though the IWM is actually consolidating towards the lower end of its 2-year range. Again, this chart this daily chart dates back to around 2017. And so while we saw the SPY consolidating towards the upper end of its range, the IWM, in my opinion, is actually consolidating towards the lower end of its range. In addition to that, it has not broken out of this box that it formed when the market initially had that decline after Fed J. Powell issued cuts. So again, we have not broken out of the box, although strong move on the day, again, with above average volume. Heading into, again, tomorrow, the remainder of the month, the remaining of the third quarter, I would like to see the IWM make a push above that 153, 154 level, and hopefully eventually will actually sustain a break above 160. For me, that will be the true sign that the bull market is ready to resume if we can actually get above that 160 level and hold like we did back in mid-2018 to around October of 2018. So that's kind of what I'm paying attention to with the IWM, looking for it to actually break out of this range that it's been trading in and move more towards the upper end of its channel, which is around that 160 level. I would like for it to break above with confirming volume. You always want new buyers to step in and to actually sustain that move. All right, what else? All right, and so it wouldn't be fitting to talk about the overall markets without continuing to talk about the defensive play that I've been talking about for the past few trading days or weeks. And so while we saw sort of like a rally within the markets, the S&P and the small cap, conversely, these defensive plays, commodities like gold, took a pounding here. Again, you can see the volume step in with sellers off about 2.4% on the day, closed at 143.14. So again, when the market actually rises, you see gold pull back. And it's to be suspected, or not suspected, it's to be expected. Again, we were kind of running ourselves or working up to that resistance level of around 150. Didn't quite get there. We went as high as 146.82. Close but no cigar today. We pulled back today. Close but no cigar today. We actually ended up pulling back. And if this rally continues in the market, I would not be surprised to see gold actually retesting its breakout base of around, let's say, 135. Let's take a look at silver. All right, silver took a bit of a pounding today, all right, since topping out yesterday at around, what did we top out at yesterday? pardon, my phone is going off. All right, so we topped out, almost got to that $19 level, went as high as $18.35. Today we pulled back in a major way, off about 5% to close at $17.41. Now you're wondering whether or not silver will actually contract more tomorrow, or will it resume its uptrend? Well, you want to pay attention to the overall markets, right? So if the SPY and the IWM, if they're selling off tomorrow, chances are gold and silver is rising. Conversely, if the market continues or extends the rally that it started today, then I would expect silver as well as gold to continue contracting rather. So I wouldn't be surprised to see silver pull back or contract back to that $16 level. So caution here with commodities such as gold and silver. What else? All right, and so let's visit small cap land today. We're going to talk about ticker EDSA. Right now, what you're looking at is a daily chart. Let's focus in on price action starting around June of 2019. So huge congrats to the bull. Stock is up about 45% on the day, went as high as $7.90, which essentially is resistance before contracting. All of this on above average volume. We closed at $5.98. It's up a little bit in after hours, up north of 5%. I see a quote of $6.27. So if you're on the sidelines looking to jump in, or if you're still holding on and want to know whether or not this rally can continue, you know what I always say, you want to pay attention to what's going on in after hours and pre-market. Right now, after hours look good, right? It looks good. We're up about 5%. I see a quote of 627. Now you want that to continue in pre-market tomorrow. And so if we open above where we closed today, which is around $6. So if this stock's opens up above $6 tomorrow, and we can actually retest resistance of $7.90, or perhaps even sustain a break above that with confirming volume, then I do not see why this stock cannot potentially get to $10 or $11. So that's my take on ticker EDSA. You want to pay attention to, again, where the stock opens up. So start watching pre-market. If we open up above 6, that's a good sign. If we retest today's high of $7.90, take that out and actually hold with confirming volume, similar to what you see here. Then it's kind of, if you pay attention to this chart that spans from June to September, around 3 months, you can see there is very little overhead, and I would not be surprised to see this stock hit around $10 or $11 in short order. All right, what else? All right, so let's wrap it up and round it out with ticker TNAV. Huge move on the day. It's down about 44%. I see a quote here of $5.79. I can't particularly find any reason why the stock is off about 40%, but any stock that sheds about 44% in one day is a stock that I don't want any parts of. Today's low clocked in around $5.41. So it had a little bit of a bounce to close at $5.79, a little bit of a bounce off of today's low of $5.41. So again, for me personally, I would just wait until the dust settles. Any stock that is off over 40% on the day, for me, technically is a broken chart. But if you're looking to get in or want to know if this selling will continue, similar to what I talked about with ticker EDSA, you want to pay attention to what's going on in after hours. You also want to pay attention to what goes on in pre-market and how the stock opens up. So if it opens up below $5.79, that is not a good sign. So if we open up below $5.79, we take out today's low of $5.41. I can see this trading in the high 4s. Now let me segue and say something else. Any stock that's off over 40%, you're going to get your dead cat bounce, right? Meaning that you're going to have people for some reason step in, which will drive the price of the security up about oftentimes I would say about 10% or so, but those movements are short-lived. So if you want to jump in to get that initial spike, you're going to get your 10-15%, but again, those moves are short-lived. Within the next few trading days, the selling generally continues. So for me, I'd stay far away, but that is just my take. All right, so let's cap it there. Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, Again, if you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do three things for me. One, comment in the comment section. Are you looking to get into ticker EDSA? What about ticker TNAV? What do you think about the SPY, the IWM, the overall markets, gold, silver? What do you think about tariffs? Let me know. Comment in the comment section. That's the first thing. Second thing is I do videos Monday through Friday. If the market is open, expect a video. So if you don't want to miss any, ensure that you are subscribed at our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And lastly, my friend, I've been trading for well over 15, yes, that's 15 years, trading for well over 15 years. So if you think you can learn anything from me, then head on over to our website, ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support. I will talk to you tomorrow.